Exactly 12:35 and 87 degrees again. That's got to be a record. I don't think it's a mistake. It is 87 degrees outside at exactly 12:35. And I have with me in the studio today a story that I've been wanting to get on here for a while, and I'm watching this story progress, um, well, Dan Corteen, you got a You've been on a mission lately. How are you, friend?
I'm getting there day by day.
Yeah, day by day. Yeah, I like that. And that's the way it is.
It is.
That's the way it is. Brought you in today to talk about not only a cause, but we've got a music festival coming up. We've got a music festival coming up tomorrow at the Lumberyard, and it's a benefit for a very, very special cause right here that's local right here in Transylvania County. Why don't you tell me about, you want to tell us about Jameson's Joy. Let's start with that.
I would love to.
Yeah, what is Jameson's Joy?
Jameson's Joy is the foundation that we've created for our son Jameson.
Yeah.
As many people know, we lost him unexpectedly in February. We had a great day at school, great night at home, and then some things happened, and the next morning he was gone. He had a health issue that we never knew about that suddenly took him. It was not the flu. A lot of people think that. It was just something that caught us totally by surprise, and it rocked our world.
How old was Jameson?
Jameson was 9.5 years old.
9.5 years old.
Anybody that knew him just he was a treasure.
Where was he going to school?
He was at Brevard Elementary School. We moved here a year ago. My wife was a 5th grade teacher this year at Rosman, and I was able to teach 5th grade at Brevard. And both my sons Reese and Jameson were attending school at Brevard with us. Jameson was in the 3rd grade. Reese was in the 2nd grade. Jameson made a mark immediately in this area. His teachers in his school loved him. He was a great friend and a great helper for, especially as new students came in daily. He was the one that we encouraged, and he was placed with those kids to help them adjust to a new environment on their day. He did it willingly, happily, loved it. He was recognized as church right away, and his pastor Glenn put him in a disciple course for it was a very select group of kids that he just felt could be pushed a lot further, and that's who Jameson was. He had the same thing at school. Miss Power, the AG teacher, and his teacher Miss Leland recognized some ability in him, so they arranged some special things just to keep challenging him. He just had a spirit. He loved sports. He played soccer at with the Tysa last fall and loved it, and when he passed, it was Wednesday, and we were 3 days away. That Saturday, he was supposed to have his tryouts for the Transylvania Baseball League, Little League, and he was super pumped about that because we actually had delayed moving here a week the year before because he made the all-star team back in Fuquay Arena where we moved from. And of course, the weekend that the tournament was the weekend after we had planned to move out here. So we were trying to find every way to skip it and make the move because we were excited about it, and he's like, I want to play. And he played, and he represented himself phenomenally on that team as their second baseman, and so that pumped him up for this coming Little League season. And we had just purchased a new bat, new glove. He got his first a real baseball bag and the batting gloves. He had never had those before, and sadly he never got to use any of that.
Time stood still here in Transylvania County for some reason. This really affected the community as a whole, and time could have sort of stood still here for a while in town. And just as I'm watching you here in the studio, I've described, that you're kind of I don't know how you couldn't be, such an emotional, what you just did right here. You started talking, and I thought you was going to tear up on me, and then now all of a sudden, as you start recalling Jameson, you're starting to smile again. This whole thing is, it's just these real highs and these real lows, and
That's exactly what it is.
so you've started Jameson's Joy,
Yes.
and this is really snowballed into a big foundation here. What are you doing with Jameson's Joy?
Well, Jameson's Joy actually started by one of Jameson's best buddies back at Willow Spring Elementary, and I'm going to give him a shout out, Caden Gregory. When Jameson passed, I received an email from Caden's mother, a few days after, and this young man had decided that he was going to go to school one day and just perform acts of kindness all day long at school in honor of Jameson. And obviously that was touching because, this is a roller coaster. And talking about this is obviously hard, but talking about my boy is wonderful too. So Caden dedicated a day at school to random acts of kindness, and it just started a movement that we created.
We have seen hashtags on social media from around the globe.
Yes. We were able to create a Random Acts of Kindness Day, which was held on Friday, March, I believe it was the 8th. That was the day of Jameson's service. And it wasn't an hour after I woke up that I was getting tagged on Facebook with hashtag Jameson's Joy. That was something, I'd have no idea who created it. I don't know if it was in Brevard or where we moved from, whatever.
In Japan, or you were doing it in China?
Yes, it's grown, and we've had what we're asking people to do. One of our 4 main goals for our foundation is to continue spreading kindness, and God knows we need more love and kindness in this world.
Doesn't cost a thing.
And we've had acts all over the east coast of the U.S., some in California and Colorado. We're trying to spread farther out west. But we've had all over Europe. We've had Africa. Somebody adopted an elephant in, I believe it was in Africa. I'm forgetting the country, but took a sick elephant and adopted, and they're paying for that elephant's medical care for the next year in Jameson's honor. China, and apparently off the coast of Denmark, there's a small group of islands called the Faroe Islands. I had never heard of that, but somebody covered the Faroe Islands for us.
What can we do for you here locally here in Transylvania County?
In the kindness aspect, just keep doing random acts. And tag us on Facebook. Send us either an email at info@jamesonsjoy.org.
Jameson's Joy, right there on Facebook.
Yep.
We just type
and any of the social media. Just keep performing random acts of kindness and sharing Jameson's story.
Excellent.
It helps. Nothing's going to cure this, but every time we hear Jameson's name in a positive light and with a random act of kindness or somebody.
You have a project that you're trying to undertake here.
Yep, we have 4 main goals as our foundation. The first one is random acts. 2 that we're just starting to develop are a mentoring program, being that my wife and I are both teachers.
Oh yeah.
We want to get a mentoring program started for the youth. We see it daily with kids that just need stability and love.
That's huge.
And to the best of my knowledge from my research, there's not a program in Transylvania County. There's a lot of events and a lot of organizations that are doing pieces of things, but I haven't been made aware of anybody that's actually doing a mentoring program.
There's a need.
So we're hoping to do that.
Okay.
We want to start a literacy program.
Oh, excellent.
With starting with just those simple neighborhood libraries and get the books in hands of kids.
Excellent.
But also just connecting parents with their kids through reading. I love the book Daddy Hug. I read that with my boys from birth, and it's silly, but we loved it. So we want to get kids connected to their parents through literacy. But the immediate goal we have is to build a ninja course in town. A ninja course has nothing to do with ninjas with the black robe ninjas.
Yeah,
that's
it's a
common
misconception. Course, right?
Yep, it's based off the show American Ninja Warrior.
Yeah.
And it's an obstacle fitness course. And we have been talking with Jared Mole at the Parks and Recreation Department, and we have identified the site that we would like to have it on, right at the Parks and Rec Center, adjacent to that little greenway. There's an old playground. It just is old and kind of damaged. We would love to tear that down and put in this ninja course. It's based for kids ages 5 and up, so adults can use it as well. And it's an awesome little course because no matter what your skill level, you can do part of it. whether it's just the hopping across obstacles parts for the little kids up to just different level things, including, if you've ever seen the show, they have a little doorknob obstacle where you're using nothing but your forearm and wrist strength to traverse the course on doorknobs.
That's a great idea.
That's over there.
But of course that costs money.
That costs a lot of money.
A lot of money.
We've been doing everything we can to raise money for it. We're hoping, if I understand it right, we have 2 steps left, and the one step is to go before the county commissioners, which we're hoping that we can get on their agenda soon.
Understood.
I'm not sure what that process is and the timing, but I'm hoping that
there's a process.
We can go to the county commissioners. I'm hoping soon. Obviously, this is personal for me, and we're hoping that they just say, yeah, this is an easy one, let's do it. And then the other obstacle is the money part. So we're doing everything we can to raise money to put into this ninja course and our other initiatives.
Well, we've got a huge fundraiser coming up tomorrow that almost everybody's going to want to participate in.
Yeah.
Tell us more about this. It's happening down at the lumber yard, and you've got all the detailed information.
I do.
You want to tell us about what's happening tomorrow at the lumber yard?
I do, and it's actually Saturday.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep,
I
have no clue what day of the week it is either.
Saturday, August the 10th.
But,
yeah, you got the details.
I had an idea a couple months ago, just as a way to raise money.
Oh yeah.
And I put it out there in the local Facebook page of, would anybody be interested in playing if we were to do a little music concert? And the response was overwhelming.
Really?
This community and our Wake County community have been wonderful since day one of Jameson's passing.
We've got music and art up here.
We do.
Abound.
Yep, and I was hoping for 1 or 2 bands that might play at a local brewery or something.
Yeah.
Turned into this festival that it's going all day from noon to 10. I have 10 local bands, and I'd love to highlight them because I'm so thankful to them.
Absolutely.
We've got, starting at 12 o'clock, we've got the United Methodist Church from Mills River. Their group called River Song is playing. And then just going down the list every hour, Kristen Toole, Spalding McIntosh, Nicola Nero, Mark Paul, Creekside Crawfish, Gypsy and Me, Josh Carter and Owen Grooms, who are members of Pretty Little Goat, Carolina U-Turn, and 3,000 Souls.
Really?
They're going to be playing beginning at noon, going until 10 p.m.
Wow.
This Saturday at the Lumberyard at 200 King Street. In addition to the band, we've had, I think we're approaching 70 local businesses, mostly in Brevard, but some in Hendersonville and even in Asheville. But almost 70 businesses have contributed items or gift cards for a silent auction raffle.
Have a big silent,
We've got, as of last night, we're at somewhere like 82, 83 different items that are going to be, some of them are going to be the old silent auction bid process, and some are going to be just buy some raffle tickets, put them in the bags, as many tickets as you want in the bags, and at the end of the night we'll draw the winner for each of those items. But we've got everything from gift cards to a lot of the local shops and restaurants in town to baskets of food to photography sessions to train sets to jewelry. We've got just an enormously wide variety of items that are going to be available. For the people that can't make the festival, we do have them online, and if you want to make a bid or buy raffle tickets online, we certainly will work that out. Send me an email again at info@jamiesonsjoy.org, and we'll get you covered. We don't want that to be an obstacle. We're going to also have Lola's Barbecue there.
Oh, really?
They're cooking up some barbecue that we're going to sell for $10 a plate with barbecue slaw, beans, and a roll. We've got a ton of water, and Pepsi Cola was able to donate some Pepsi products.
Excellent.
So we're going to be selling water, and I'm from the north, so it's pop.
Oh.
We're going to be selling pop for $1 a can or $1 a bottle of water. We're going to have all our Jameson's Joy merchandise available for sale, and if we don't have it in stock, we're taking orders so we can order it. And many of the musical artists are bringing their items as well, and we're hopeful that everybody will come buy everything that they have, because they're being wonderful, donating their time to us. We want to sell all their stuff for them. Upcountry Brewing and Magpie Meat and 3 are both donating a portion of their sales for the day to Jameson's Joy. Scotty B's Concessions, who was here for the 4th of July, cooking up funnel cakes and fried Oreos and fried whatever. He's going to be here cooking up that stuff and selling, I think, Italian ices.
Well, this is going to be pretty big. You got the street block down there or something?
I haven't called the police about that, but we might need it. So, yeah, and then we've got kids' activities so that kids can come and hopefully have a good time too. But
Yeah.
it's going to be huge, and we hope everybody will come out and support us. Admission is donation based.
Okay, so
There is no charge if we know that some people are financially not able to do anything. Come out and have a good time.
because
And
what we're doing, what we're ultimately we want to raise some funds, but
right, but
even
just
more ultimately than that, it's about Jameson's Joy.
right. It's a support thing. We're just having you care enough to come. That helps. And if you're able to make a donation, we appreciate it. We're asking for $10 if you're going to be there for just an hour or two. If you're going to be there for a few of the bands, maybe $20. If you're going to bring a chair and plop down all day, which we would love, $40.
So
And
you're
obviously,
gonna have food, fun, and games out there
Yep.
for the whole family, really.
absolutely,
There's going to be something out there to occupy the kids.
yeah, we hope
Right.
that we have something for everybody to come
yeah.
have a good time. And if they're able to support us financially, and if somebody's really financially well off and can write some of the big checks, our foundation has no administration fees. Every penny
Really?
is going to, obviously we have to make some purchases of some of the food
Sure, it
and
costs
things,
to
but
put it on, yeah.
100% of our money is going to purchase the items that we're selling or donating, whatever, and and then 100% of that is going into our Ninja Park and the mentoring program.
For folks listening who like to give to charity, but they want to keep their charity very local, this is the time.
Yes.
Saturday, August the 10th at the Lumberyard, from noon till 10 p.m.
Yes.
So you can go do all your running around and then come back, 6 p.m. and some of the bands are just going to constantly be going.
Yeah.
There'll be food there all day. There'll
Yeah.
be games there all day.
Yes.
There's a huge silent auction.
People can come after the farmers market. You were just talking about that. Go to the farmers market, support the local farmers, and then make the couple block drive over to the lumberyard.
And you're a very approachable guy. I know you just, this story, well, it's what you do.
It is.
It's what you do now.
This, for me, is a distraction to the pain. Again, as I said a few minutes ago, every time we hear Jameson's name through an act of kindness or somebody just shares a memory, it helps. And there's no way that we can get through this. People ask us all the time, or tell us, I don't know how you're doing this. And the only way we're doing this is through God. If our faith in God, knowing that Jameson's in heaven, that's the only way. The love people are pouring out on us are a representation of Jesus Christ and his love. And if we didn't have that, we wouldn't be able to get off the couch or out of bed every day. But instead, we have to.
Yeah.
And we're looking for some way to find some good out of this. And the random acts help, and the notes help, and every little thing helps. And hopefully
one of these days, Dan, we're going to be riding by the rec department over there, and you're just going to be, there's just going to be kids out there playing.
Yeah, we hope so. We look
There's
forward
just
to
gonna be kids
it.
out there playing.
We look forward to it.
Yeah, one of these days.
Yeah.
It's coming up. So let's see if we can get all our listeners to at least come by, swing by. We'll give a donation, look through the silent auction, get you a plate of food.
Yeah.
It's gonna be beans and brotherhood. That's what it's gonna be all about. Saturday, August the 10th, from noon to 10.
Yeah. And if you're not available to make it, or people out of town, again, everything's on our social media and our website, and donations can also be made online.
Jameson's Joy on Facebook, or what's the website?
www.jamesonsjoy.org.
And you're very reachable there. I sent you a message on Facebook. You answered in 30 minutes. So it's like, great lots of details on there about this event too. If you're
Yes.
Jameson Joy Music Festival at the Lumber Yard, it's right there. I encourage everybody to stop by and yeah,
Yes,
sounds like
sir.
you've got some really great opportunities during the silent auction.
We do. It's
Some
going
really
to be
stuff.
amazing.
Yeah.
One other thing, if I could, real
Oh,
quick,
okay.
parking. If anybody's been to the lumberyard, they know
Uh-huh.
we're asking everybody that's able to park at the DMV lot and just make it's a short walk up.
Oh yeah.
If we're hoping that the spots closer to the lumberyard themselves can be maybe left open for people that don't know what's going on, and as they're driving by and they see the crowd and hear the music, they're like, "What is that?" And if they can't find parking, they're going to keep driving. But if they can find a spot there, maybe they'll stop and come
Hey,
hear
Courtine,
Jameson story.
thank you very much for coming in today.
Thank you.
This is a great event. I know it's going to be. And again, my friend, God be with you.
Thank you, John, and to the Brevard, Transylvania County community. Thank you for your love and support.
Okay, buddy. We'll see you. We'll see you Saturday.
Take care.
All right. Stick with me. I appreciate you listening to Community Corner here today.